Ow. Hello, folks. Welcome once again to Modeller's Corner. And joining us this week here, we have once again Mr. Tom Biddle joining us.
Aloha.
We got Mr. Sparkshot. Very good. And also joining us again this week here is Mr. Daniel Long, otherwise known as the TARDIS Rescue.
Hello.
So, let's see. Hang on, I gotta play back here, turn that off. Okay, so for those who are new to Modeller's Corner, it's very simple. You know, we're just a couple of modelers get together just to hang out and to make some models and talk some banter. So what are we going to be modeling tonight, guys? Dan, why don't you go first?
Well, I'm not entirely sure. We'll see how it goes. I'm filming a thing at the moment. So what I might end up doing actually is building a little section of set in this sort of weird cardboardy bit over here. But we'll see how it goes. I've got to build a few bits for it. So
it's worth mentioning the clouds.
And Tom, what are you working on tonight?
I'll have a go at this. Basically, it's a tanker wagon.
Mm-hmm.
So what I'm going to try and do is it's a mixture of like nickel, silver, and white metal casting. So I was going to try and have a go at soldering the whole thing together.
All right.
I've got all different solders, and yeah, just making sure, just checking it all fits properly, and hopefully it might look as good as this one, which is already it's not the same one, but it's the same materials.
Okay. Gav, what are you working on tonight?
I'll be building this, which is a good shed from Kestrel, now owned by Gauge Master. The only problem is, that picture, that's literally all I've got to work with. So I've got to kind of use my noggin.
Yeah.
See how it goes.
It's kind of annoying, like when kit manufacturers, they don't really give you the instructions; they just expect you to know how it all goes together.
But that's the part of modeling.
I know. It's just like it's the struggle and blasphemous of just trying to work out how everything goes together. So for me tonight, I'm going to be either working on these two wagon kits from Ratio, or I might be doing a modification to this Ratio signal kit, which I started a few months back, but stopped in the process because of reasons. So let's crack on. So how's everybody this week?
Not
good.
bad.
What about everybody in the chat there? All 15 of yous. What's all happening to you guys?
That's what I forgot to do. You just give me 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Well, he's had 5 already. So, I'll tell you what, there. Last week's live stream went down pretty well.
Yeah?
Yeah, people seem to actually really enjoy it. I we can get you and George again another time, actually. I mean, George, I did say if George wanted to come along this week, but
yeah, he had other priorities. The other priority being Doctor Who.
Yeah. The Doctor. Oh yeah, did you see that that video thing that they did?
Which one?
Oh, that was we had all the current doctors.
All of them saying the things, apart from Christopher Eccleston.
Yeah, what happened to him? Why is he not doing that?
Because, well, partly he's disassociated from the show, and partly I think, not to put words in his mouth, but the NHS shouldn't really be run as a charity. It's our national health service, which is a camp I can actually get behind.
Right. So,
right. Okay, good. That's what I've got to do. Bring a bowl.
You look at a bowl for modeling.
Yeah. One thing I forgot to mention, guys, if you're doing anything with white metal, if you get it fresh from the packet, the first thing you need to do before you assemble it anyway is wash it.
Oh, why?
So what my friend at the train club told me to do basically was you just put it in a bowl or a tub, whatever, and just wash it with bath cleaner or any surface any sort of bathroom surface cleaner, stuff like that, maybe kitchen surface, whatever.
But sure, Tom. Due to today here, we can't use that now.
Okay.
Because that's now a prescription according to Donald Trump.
That's very true.
Oh
yeah. I mean,
all
bleach and disinfectant cleaners and all that. There, just that's our protecting our system.
I forgot about that, actually. Yeah.
I think it'll be okay this once. So we just slip it under the radar.
That means I can't do any modeling.
Well, sure. Just let we'll just sneak it in. Sneak it in. I'm sure he won't. Nobody will notice. Nobody will notice. How
he doesn't like trains, does he?
No, how about that?
I'm not sure he likes anything.
He doesn't like anything apart from himself.
Apart from his wife. Actually, not his wife.
Well, even there.
Which one?
Because basically, when you originally make the cast, the white metal castings, it's soaked in talcum powder.
Oh.
Oh.
And talcum powder is like the release agent for white metal. So, of course, I mean, you can. In the past, I've done things where I've used like brass brushes on a dripper drill, but my friend recommended not to, because if you do that, although bits fling off as it's being cleaned, it looks amazing when it comes out. It can actually destroy some of the detail.
Oh, okay.
So if you can, apart from you guys in America, use bath cleaner. I'm doing something really illegal here.
That a first for this?
The Lego Railway Modeler. Where is
Modeler's Corner before?
the Lego Railway Modeler? Where is Meg? Who's Meg?
The dog.
No, that's May.
Oh no!
Not Meg. May.
It's awful.
You've got the dog's name wrong.
Honestly, May's been on the stream many times there, but never once have I called her Meg. But yeah, May's outside there. She's just having a play in the sunshine. So, but she's kind of worn out today because my niece and nephew were up earlier today and she was playing with them. So she's kind of worn out from them.
Oh dear.
I know. So
good distancing.
I know, because when I was coming just before I came out there, when I went into to get my tea in out there, I just saw May was just like fast asleep at the front door. It's just like lying down like unconscious on the front doorstep. And I was like, "Fuck me, May! They must have worn you out good and proper." But she's fine. She's absolutely fine.
Okay.
May will be in it maybe later on. I'll get her on.
Okay. So, Josh, you're not in a camera angle to actually have a scene.
No.
I think I got it wrong already. I think that's the wrong way up. Not really sure.
Just
Meh.
your interpretation. Oh yeah. Folks in the chat here, we're going to be, just to let you guys know, the showcase is back again this week here. So at 8 o'clock, we're going to be stopping the build for a bit there. Just take a look at some of you guys' work that you've sent through this week. And yeah, we'll see how we
We can't send all the pictures back, but
we're very sorry. We're very sorry we can't send your pictures back. But do try and send as many as you can in the post. It always used to annoy me. I used to get really angry with children's television because we couldn't do that. And they made fun. They actually referenced. They even acknowledged that, saying like, oh, sorry, we couldn't bring this back. Some poor bugger on his birthday just like want to know when his favorite birthday card's coming back.
Oh,
It's a bit like a hostage situation, really, isn't it?
Sell us the money or the birthday card gets
The
it.
birthday card gets it.
Or it's the shredder.
you think about it. If you wanted to be on TV, you surely wouldn't want it back, wouldn't you? Or
Well, it all depends exactly like how much work has actually gone into it, really. So
it's like asking for your Christmas cards back after Christmas is over.
I still keep my birthday cards and stuff. Like after like a week after my birthday, I just gather all my cards up there and just tie them up in a bundle and just put them in a drawer somewhere, or just for keepsakes.
I found a birthday card from when I was 1 year old. And what's scary about it is it's got Thomas Tank on it.
Do you know what? So have I. I've actually I've got the same one. I don't know if it's the same one, but it's got Thomas and Bertie on it.
Oh, mine's just Thomas, Brownie, and Clarabelle.
All right. Well,
it's got a nice vintage look on it. You know, the with the where it's trying. It's like where they try and do a mix between the TV, where they try and paint the TVS. Sort of thing.
All right. Well, mine's like an illustrated version of like Thomas and Bertie, like when Thomas races past Bertie at the little crossing gates. So, Max's Mod Railway. What's Dan working on? It's a mystery.
It is a mystery at the moment, even to me. Part of the story I'm doing involves a special train, and it only shows for a very, very, very brief shot. So I thought it'd be nice to do something vaguely like the observation car that Audrey had. And
yeah.
I say vaguely. It is the loosest possible thing in that it's just going to be the Dapple kit.
Okay.
It was ages ago. I had a conversation with Luke about how he did his, and I need buffers and he's put bogies underneath, but you're not going to see the bogies for my shot.
Yeah.
And I've had the kit for years. It was just one of those things that I got gifted, I think. I just went, I could do that. So that's going to be part of it, I'm hoping. But this is meant to be a straight bit of plastic, and it really isn't. It's quite frustrating. So I might go and boil the kettle.
Yeah. It's weird though, because like when I looked at the catalog of Dapple, they actually said like every time a new kit is being formed, a sprue is being comes out of the mold, somebody inspects it. And I'm like, I'm not doing a good job of it. just comes out of the mold like, yeah,
That'll do.
chuck it.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do. Hey, there's a bit missing here.
It's fine.
Look it.
It's fine. Yeah, they're going to call the cat. I'll be back in a minute.
You said that all the time on the Plym Valley Railway, just people coming up and saying there's not that many saying it's the wrong colour or it's the wrong amount of rivets. And we always say, if you don't like it, you can always pay for the repaint. It's like every time I clap my hands, a child in Africa dies. And stop clapping your hands. Gav, for a kit with no instructions, you're making that really quickly.
Yes, actually, for me.
Well, the first bit, yeah, the obvious bits.
Mate, we've only just started 15 minutes ago, like so.
I'm using illegal substances here.
Well, if I finish it too quick, I'll start painting it.
Lucas, did I change my camera position, or did you change the workbench settings? No, just change the camera really because view reasons really. I might explain more about that maybe later on. Also, for those who had seen the trailer for this Models Quarter stream, you may have heard me say I've got a special announcement regarding branchline engines. Again, I'll mention that later on in the stream when the time's right. So keep your eyes peeled for I might mention it somewhere. Or maybe keep your ears peeled.
No.
That's right. No matter how painful that sounds, you have to do it. So apparently, we're actually doing this live stream at the exact same time as Jeremy Clarkson, because he's doing the live stream.
Okay.
Don't know what he's doing right now, but
Whinging about Toyotas.
Yeah. Or maybe just be like, I'm doing a stream.
Yeah.
It's gonna be the greatest stream in the world.
I've got a funny story about Jeremy Clarkson, actually.
Really?
My friend at my train club, when he was younger, he was an engineer, and I think he used to work on airport. Obviously, worked on mechanic for the Air Force, and in the past, I think he did some work on. Concords and things. I think. Either that or no. I think there's one time when he just retired. Him and his wife were on this Concorde. And of course, when they found out about his history, they were invited into the cockpit.
Right.
And it just happened that on this same day, Jeremy Clarkson was on the plane.
Right.
And he was, and they wouldn't let him into the cockpit to have a look. And he was like, "Do you know who I am?" And all that sort of thing, and they still wouldn't let him through.
Yeah, we know who you are, Mr. Clarkson, but we still won't let you on board.
Yeah.
Well, why not? Because you pretty much destroyed our cars.
I was watching the the Garden Challenge they were doing. I think James went
Top Gear Ground Force.
Yeah, that was fun as hell.
What was it I saw on YouTube someday? It was like a collaboration of Thomas clips, but it was the one from Mind That Bike. And just after Tom took his bike, got destroyed out there, cuts the next shot there, and you just hear Jeremy Clarkson's voiceover going, Tom didn't take the news very kindly. And then just cuts to Tom saying, "Look what you done to my bloody bike, man!"
I just feel like Top Gear is not as well. I mean, it's still a good show, obviously with the new cast and everything, but it's not as funny as it was with Richard Hammond and Jeremy and all that sort of thing.
Yeah.
Maybe this one again. Like, how long has it been since they were replaced?
Oh, I don't know. Was it 2014?
It's 50 years now, isn't it?
Yeah, it's a good while, yeah.
Oh, interesting. I'm looking at these bits of the buffer beams from my tanker wagon. They've not drilled out the hole for the coupling. So that's not bit nasty, but oh well.
I'm sure you're able to manage it.
Oh, I don't know if I can do it. Right, I'm going to go and wash this. I'm completely covered in illegal substance, so I'm going to go wash these.
Okay.
Back in 2 seconds. In the meantime, here's a lighting. Oh, and here's a 4F.
Nice. Seriously, Gav, you're actually literally speeding ahead of us here.
That's right.
In the chat, even saying my God, he's making speed headway of his build.
Excuse me. A bit. Hang on, I'll take my headset off.
Yeah.
Right. A bit that's awkward is these bits. All little farty bits.
Oh,
so when you got that to work by, it's not that good.
Well, you can always customize it,
Yeah, I'd rather build it as stock. quite like the design as it is, to be honest.
Okay. I had these wagon kits in my modding drawers for, I don't know, weeks on end, and I haven't even got around to building them, so I thought might as well do it now. Oops. Apologies for not saying much, guys. We're just well focused on our work, really.
To be honest, I don't really know what to talk about. That's why I'm so quiet.
Yeah, it's just like a lot of stuff's just all, said and done, really. Sure. Maybe when Dan gets back here, we'll probably have some topics to talk about. I mean, it's just like, we were talking yesterday on Messenger, and then we kind of used up all, what we were wanted to talk about, really.
Yeah, we do that quite a lot, to be fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
The prodigal son returns.
Yum.
Poxy thing.
Yeah.
Da.
Yeah. Jeremy Clarkson's not the only live stream going at the moment. My parents are watching the there's a Ricky Gervais doing one as well.
Oh God, is he? Not really a big fan of Ricky Gervais, if I'm honest.
Oh really?
Yeah, I'm just not really keen on his kind of his way of comedy.
Fair enough.
I like it when he goes in the laughing fit. It's infectious.
So he's the only one laughing. Where everybody's just standing by, just like watching.
He's from my hometown.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, we're both from Reading. But I found out the other day he lived in a place called Whitley. That everyone apparently it's apparently the Chadwick. Well, I know that it's the Chadwick part of Reading.
Right.
It's got a nickname called Shitley.
No.
Sorry. How now?
Yeah.
Pal?
We apologise for the language of Mr. Tom Biddle, but this is how he usually is.
That sounds like Henry's cat.
Oh no, he doesn't.
This is how I lose money because I fill up bread jars more than I do my gas, electricity, and that kind of thing.
All right.
It might take a while for me to actually start work on this, but while this is drying.
After a fun few minutes putting this in boiling water, what I've learned is
torching it in boiling water.
It is, but if you look at the thing, right?
Yeah.
So this is the base of it. This is the beating heart, the one bit you can't get wrong. So we're like, here we go. Fine. Yeah. We're fine. There's a big kink.
Oh man.
So
how the hell did I get that past?
It was the man's day off.
It's Friday, isn't it? Oi up, laddie, I want to go home.
Yeah, off he goes.
Off he goes, and he misses that one spoon. It just happens to be the one you have. But isn't it always wrong an issue? Like every time you try and save it for this one particular kit or a model out there, and you end up getting a dead one.
Well, I can't really complain with a Dapple kit because it was only a £5. But it might have been less, probably.
Because I mean, if I was given the choice of what model plastic kit would I go for if I had like a £10 on me, or it would easily would go with a Dapple one.
Yeah.
Because ratio ones, like, depending on what one you want to get, like really, most of them I think building kits are like £20.
Yeah. Then again, you get what you pays for.
Yeah.
And what I've got is shit.
Oh shoot! Hang on.
You get what you pay him.
What the heck have I?
Bought a turkey.
Why did I get that one wrong?
You hired a coach.
Oh, okay, right. Apparently, there's one because I'm modeling. I'm using 2 wagon kits here. They've made one side, one wagon longer than the other, and I didn't really realize that until I actually just put these on. So thank God I glued the first bit on here before I glued the second one. Before I found out, that one's longer, or this one was shorter.
Oh, sorry, I just had a question for me. Will you be rebuilding the 4F into James, or will you get another one to rebuild into James? I don't want to touch that 4F because it's actually given to me by Sleeper Agent. So, Steve, if you're watching, thank you very much. Although you can, if you wanted to, for example, my plan, if I do make James, was to use the 3F, the Midland 3F.
Yeah.
Rather than the Class 28 XS. I don't know. I'm not really a fan of that. I mean, the real James. I'm not really a fan of it for some reason. But
probably just not used to seeing it.
No, I just don't know. I'm just not really keen on the look. But
maybe it's because of you're just concerned on the actual conversion, really. Like, if you wanted to do one like in that form, like it just I don't know how long it would take exactly.
You can't even get the kit for it. That's the thing. There's not a Class 28 kit out there, and I don't know. I know it's not Roto's accurate, but I'm going to call it Audrey accurate because he used the 3F to make his own chain.
Yeah.
But you can actually, funny enough, you can from the same company. You can buy the boiler for 3F. So if I wanted to, I could basically take this apart, take the whole boiler and smoke box off and firebox off, and just swap it for the 3Fs. So if you want to do a 3F, using using this as Lima, I think. Is it pronounced Lima? Or?
Yeah. Lima.
You can use the boiler to convert it like a 3F if you wanted to. Yeah, I'm trying not to buy too many loco kits just so I can just want to finish what I've got so far. And plus, James costs about, if I want to buy the kit, it would cost like 350 quid. And that's just to use the loco. I'd have to replace so many bits to turn it into James.
Blimey.
It's a lot of money to spend just to kit bash it. But yeah, sorry, I've gone too long.
All right, always.
What if James was a Caledonian Class 34? Says James Smith. What do you guys think? I need to see a picture of it.
But yeah, I couldn't tell you off the top of my head.
So how is everyone getting on with the coronavirus and everything? James says it's basically an 812 with an added pony truck.
You're right, he is. So all this time, James was Scottish. He was actually one of the Scottish twins in disguise.
Yeah. He's very good at accents.
Poor Brummy. Well, then again, James is a Lancashire and is from Lancashire and Yorkshire. But yeah, everybody makes it sound like he's from. It gives him a Liverpool accent. Well, yeah, I mean, he'll be based in Liverpool, like that. Has anybody ever tried like giving James a Yorkshire voice?
No, but Johnny Morris did make him Welsh, didn't he?
God,
Yeah.
I don't think I heard that one.
I don't know what that voice was, to be honest. It just seemed talking like this.
It was definitely his attempt at Welsh.
Hello, Gordon.
Hello, Gordon. What are you doing today? It's great.
Yeah. I know Bertie definitely. I know. No, sorry, Bertie was Irish.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah, he was. I've actually got two Johnny Morris LPs here. Hang on a second. Oh. Got these cheaply off eBay some months back.
Ooh.
So yeah, I got 3 railway engines and Thomas Tank engine, and then I got Tubby the Tram engine and Gordon the Blue engine, the big engine. So it's quite worth it. There is one thing though. When I got this one, when I played it there, I literally started cringing like anything when I heard. Yeah. When I heard Johnny Morris imitating Toby's bell, I was like, "Oh no! You cannot! How on earth can you imitate a bell wrong?"
I thought the best is when he did the impression of the wagons.
Well, that's what it is. But that's what he is. That's kind of what it is. But it sounds even more weird. It's just him just going like balling, bang. It's like sounds like Blakey having a fit.
You know, I know someone who would be very upset if you said that to him. So if he's on Audrey Corner tomorrow, Mike,
is it Stuart?
You don't like Johnny Morris?
Oh, is it Stuart? Oh, I've heard him. Flip me. We get him. Tom gets him to do do Johnny Morris playing Henry saying this here, and he's just like no. It sounds like Sir John Gielgud, just like refusing the will. No, I will not do it. All right, I'll do it then. No, don't yell at me, Thomas. No. He's good.
Funny how is Audrey Corner? He was carrying a picture of Fergus on his icon.
That's kind of what Stuart's thing is. Like he changes his icon every week. We don't know what it is, and then there was one time. There was one Audrey Corner. The one Audrey Corner. I think it was the first one I was on. Stuart was getting ready to have a huge rant or something about tramway engines. Something about Toby or something. I can't remember what it was, but it's quite funny.
Yeah.
Well, this is getting in my boobs.
His rants are funny.
Featuring Michael Stewart, and Johnny Morris.
I was actually listening to this morning. I was actually watching Gouge rant video about how to make video reviews.
You all right?
So basically, he doesn't like seeing the unboxing. So if you're gonna make reviews, don't take the engine out of the box.
Right.
Out of the box.
It builds so much anticipation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
I don't know if you can hear me.
I wonder if it's possible. Like if somebody actually does like a review of something, they actually start playing the audio from Dexter's Laboratory of like where they do like a Star Trek parody. And it's just like he unboxes the model. And he just has somebody in the background going, "You've ruined the collector's value. Never remove from box."
Bloody hell! This is what what's it? 3 or 4 weeks of isolation does to your brain.
I know.
You start binge watching 90s cartoons.
Well, considering I grew up in the 90s, but I was born in the 90s. Like,
yeah.
I was born in the era when the 80s were dying off and replaced with...
That was all of the 90s, to be fair.
What?
That was all of the 90s. All of the 90s is just the weird offcut of the 80s.
I know. It's like... The 90s was basically like this, was meant to be like the sequel to the 80s, but done badly. Well, to be honest, there were some good bits. I will say they were quite good. I mean, we had some good cartoons. I mean, Animaniacs, Batman the Animated Series.
Mm-hmm.
Thomas.
I was watching I Am Weasel the last few days.
Oh yeah, I remember watching over there.
It's like the spin-off of Karen Chicken, and also featuring the red guy.
Hello, it's me, the red guy.
There's so many innuendos like in that. I keep watching it now. I keep thinking, how the hell did I think this was like a kids program?
But then again, like, you know, they managed to get away with like so much stuff, like, you know, that went over the kids' heads. So like, in Pinky and the Brain, like when they made that sequel to Pinky and the Brain, like Pinky Elmira and the Brain, where they have Elmira from Tiny Toon series. There's like one scene where she's like, I don't know, playing pirates or something. She ends up flushing them down the sewers or something by accident. Pinky just says, like, you know, I think Elmira has watched Titanic a few too many times. So Brain just says, let's hope she doesn't watch Clockwork Orange. I would love to see somebody do like a fan art. It just has Elmira, it represents just dressed as Alex from Clockwork Orange, and just appearing in that opening scene.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Try the wine.
Try the wine.
And what's funny is the other bodybuilder character in it. I forgot his name, but he's there's a bodybuilder in the bit where in the wine scene.
Oh, him, yeah.
He's he was the actor who played Darth Vader in the first few films.
All right.
I mean, he was the body double. That makes sense. He was the
yeah.
He wasn't James Earl Jones.
No, of course. I just named there. Gav, nice one.
He's the guy who was Darth Vader. Then he watches the film and he realizes his voice was redubbed. So yeah.
I actually didn't get a chance to see Clockwork Orange until when was it? 2000. I think it was either 2013 or 2014. Because in my media class there, we actually had a poster for Clockwork Orange. I was very intrigued as to what was it all about. And I watched it. Not once did I see a Clockwork Orange anywhere.
It was the most
disappointing in the end, like disappointing misinterpreted reading of the title.
Yeah.
Damn it! I wanted to see a Clockwork Fruit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm not gonna. I'm gonna admit I did sort of think at first it would have something to do with an orange, and I was waiting for an orange to appear. But...
I got a Clockwork Penguin.
Oh god, here we go.
I've actually loaded it, so now it should actually shit out some sweets.
Yay! Yep. Oh god.
Come on, got more than that. There we go. 2.
Well, 1 anyway. Well, 2.
Yeah. My favorite. I was watching I'm Weasel. I was watching a bit where there's one gag in it where I think they're doing this. They're trying out these sort of these sort of like these Olympic sports or something.
Right.
So at one point they're dressed as Robin Hood and things, and they're supposed to be like the red guy's got an apple on his head.
Oh, William Tell.
And they keep so basically they keep with the arrow, bow and arrows. They keep aiming and trying to shoot it, but they keep getting his butt.
Yeah, all right.
And of course he wears no trousers, so.
This is Baboon here.
Oh, sorry.
This is towards the character IR Baboon.
Oh no, the red guy.
Oh, the red guy. Okay.
Yeah. It's like Mr. Sackers is very happy here. He's got like 8 hours in his ass. Another thing to advise: if you're going to do some soldering, is make sure you dust your iron before you turn it on after if you've not used it for a while, because that burning smell in my room is it burning the dust?
But we can't smell it, so
Yeah, I'm just saying, just as a precaution. If you think something's burning,
technology is not advanced yet.
yeah.
But when smell-o-vision is a thing, I look forward to smelling your room burn, or not, as the case may be.
Well, best not to. I wouldn't advise inhaling it.
Well, I wouldn't advise burning your room, but here we are.
New from Yankee Candles, Tom Biddle room flavor.
Who wanted to catch that moment when your soldering just caught too much?
Isn't it grim? Made with Tom Bill's ashes.
Some smells you just have to give away, but for everything else, there's Tom Biddle's room.
We hope this will advise people not to burn their rooms down. Unfortunately, we found out one person actually burnt the room down because they were trying to light the candle. Because the light said candle. Yeah.
It didn't end very well.
As I'm from Lego Railroad Modeler says, as I am from Sussex and have a Sussex accent, that is what I would have thought Thomas's voice should have sounded like. I'm not a bit rubbish at accents. I don't really know what Sussex accent sounds like. Sussex accent sound like?
I don't know. We'll probably have to look one up.
Because I mean, the thing is, like, from what what's kind of obvious is that from the books, a lot of people probably didn't actually kind of take note on the, the technical side of things, so they wouldn't have probably looked too much into. When Johnny Morris doing the narration of things, he wouldn't have looked too much into the background of the loco, so he wouldn't. I think he just made up what voice sounded right to fit that character.
Yeah, and I think it's worth knowing that if you move to a different place, your voice changes anyway. I spent 3 years in Wales for university, and I definitely, when I got angry, I would sound Welsh. Which
is
not a threatening thing at all. So I wouldn't recommend being Welsh and angry. But
I'm just imagining you now being like a sergeant major from the sergeant major from
No, you see, yours is like a proper sort of thing. Like, no, I just get higher pitched. It didn't work. It was like a mildly annoying Rod Gilbert.
Right.
Nobody wanted that.
I think my friend Mike, the one you helped me make the you showed me how to make model sorry, start again. You showed me how to make things from brass and why that's in the first place. He's from Scotland. He's lived here for about 50 years, and he's still got a bit of the Scottish accent in his back of his voice.
Yeah.
So I think it works for some people, but not.
Yeah. Well, you look at take Stuart for example. Just going back to Stuart because he's actually a good example of this. Stuart lives in Edinburgh. Has done for most of his life.
I think Ringo Starr's a fair one as well. I mean, you listen to him from America, it sounds totally different.
Aye.
It's lost all the Scouse sound to him.
Yeah, what you're saying.
Yeah. I don't know. What do you think Thomas's voice should be? Is the rest of the question? I don't know. I've got in my video because I cast George, who was on last week, and my friend Matt, who wasn't on last week, and they were sort of both cast because I liked their voices. I went, oh, I want them to voice Thomas, and I wrote Token Jester pretty much around Matt sounding cross at George. I built that up over years of a relationship watched and then channeled into this 7-page script. Yeah. That answers your question. Might not, probably doesn't.
So what'd you say?
Whatever the question was.
I'm sorry.
The question was, what do you think Tom's voice should be?
I joke, yes.
Yeah.
Ooh, a joke.
A joke. I tell a joke. No one laughed.
Oh yeah, well, I was watching that the what do you call it? The TV adaptation of Terry Pratchett's Going Postal. There was like one scene where it was like the character was meant to crack a joke to one character, and the guy doesn't laugh. He's like, "Oh, I was telling a joke." Oh, okay. Oh, you were making a joke. Okay, well, let me know if you're making another one, and I'll be prepared. And I'll be prepared next time. I'm like, okay. But I sent Gavin the link to that there yesterday, and shortly afterwards, you messaged me saying like, it has one of the best opening bits of dialogue.
It's not just a dialogue; it's a whole presentation. It's very well done.
Yeah,
it got me hooked straight away. So
that's
I might
awesome.
buy it at some point.
Yeah, because basically,
the spoon bit's good.
Yeah, it starts off with basically a con man getting caught from doing all these
people.
Yeah, from conning people and all there. And he's in his prison cell, and he decides to actually use a spoon that they gave him they supplied with him to eat his cockroach infested porridge, and he decides to use it to scrape away the mortar around this one stone to actually break out of the prison. And he gets after he finishes the porridge, he uses the bowl to scoop up all the rubble and hides it in his mattress. And come the day, then after weeks on end of scraping all this mortar away, he finally prizes the stone away. Look, he's just about to crawl through, and he sees on the other side here a freshly built wall has been built on the other side, and there, literally in front of it, the wall is a nice gleaming spoon ready to be used. And to which point he turns around and he sees somebody saying, well done, you got that far." And I was like, "Yeah, that's very good, well done, you got this far." And he's like, "What are you doing that for? That's just sheer torture."
Oh, hey, Gav.
Mm-hmm.
You're right. I've just started using your solder, the one you recommended.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, the last live stream Gav was on, he recommended me some solder, and I've only just bought it. I can't. It's so strong. I can't break it apart. And from look of it, I can't undo it either.
What about the flux?
Yeah. Well, no, I'll put some flux on it.
Do you find it goes on easy? The solder?
Yeah, I think so.
Cool.
It's slow, but I think I need to get this hot enough.
Well, it's about 375.
I'm on literally 490.
Oh, well, okay. It should be pretty much instant.
Instant.
Is that all?
Instant molten.
It's so fiddly.
Well, that fiddly, it's more annoying. But I like it. It's good. It's just I think just every solder's different. Just gotta get used to it. Cameras get along really quickly.
Yeah. Thank you, Granda, for these tweezers. These are the best ones I'm going to use. Yeah, my granddad gave me these old tweezers that he uses for his model boat building. I think it's made by Covacell. You might see it there. So that's the company there. But these are probably like the best ones I've ever worked with because they grip more stronger than the weak ones, the weak flimsy ones they always give you.
Sorry, I'll just point out to the comments. Yes, get a blowtorch. Well,
get like one of those wee blowtorch lighters.
I have one.
£3 in the shop.
I do. I just can't always use it.
Mm. I
I
only use it for like use my one like if I'm running my live steam locos. Use that for heating up the Netflix spirits.
I'll use it if this time I just can't. It's just some solder won't come off.
Mm.
Or for example, if there's like for example a brass fitting that I can't solder on, it's better to use a blowtorch, like a Westinghouse pump, for example.
Mm.
Made a cock up.
How do you know there's no instructions?
Does it fit properly? It looks stupid. I think it's got to go on the inside, which I did try initially, but didn't fit.
It's a bigger one. Well, basically, the idea of this is it attaches to the bottom of the canister can or butane. So I don't know how big I can get from that. Right. So, at least I know this works. It just won't flow. All right. I am a dangerous man. I know I put a post on Twitter recently about what colour I should paint this tanker wagon when finished. I know I said in between milk and tar, but I'm for some reason I keep getting the raspberry syrup one stuck in my head.
The what one?
The raspberry syrup one.
Why?
You know, it stand out. It looked very unique.
Yeah.
Mm.
It has to be very clean to carry syrup in.
Yeah, it's not just the carrying, it's the loading and unloading, surely.
Well, they have a special.
What about they got one for raspberry syrup and things. What about the other things like
toffee,
like bleach or bleach wagons or?
There was the toffee one, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like a built-up submarine-looking tanker, wasn't it?
Yeah. What was the one? The one logo I actually thought I often used to laugh at in the hit era of Thomas and other was the bakery ones.
Oh, the guy with the bread.
Hi, he's got the big massive nose. I'm like, wow. I've never seen anybody with such a large nose, apart from that one celebrity guy who sounds like who they parodied Spike from in Tom and Jerry. Can't remember what his name is, but
I'll do a little sheets. Might use some low melt salt just to kind of tack it down. This is good practice for me because this is what the if I do end up getting the James kit, that's what it's mostly built from, nickel silver.
right. But if you did get a James kit though, why don't you actually make that into a tar wagon? And that way we have something for a bit of a tie-in.
Well, I was thinking actually because I've got this one here,
Aye.
and I was thinking about obviously there's not. I don't know much about the history about these ones, but I think most of them were used for carrying milk. The free wheel tankers.
Yeah, because they're more stable at high speeds, and milk did travel quickly.
Okay. Well, in that case, I was thinking I might as well. Although most of the likes were towards, I might just paint this in that colour in that case, and then we go for a tile on this one.
Okay.
So in a way, it'll be more historically accurate, rather than just buy random wagons and you know, paint one half and one half white, one half black, and you have to remember which side's which, and you realise, wait, this is a milk wagon. Why is there tar inside?
Those pretty hot wagons then if they have like, you know,
yeah,
a lot of tar in it.
Oh, Dan, you came up with the I forgot what the character's name, but you came up with this interesting. Was it you that came up with the tanker wagon that's got that's it was used in was it in a trains video?
Yeah, that's Eric's thing. That's Bronco.
Bronco, yeah.
Oh yeah, that feels like an age ago. Yeah, that was a thing. Pardon?
That was in his video Forethought, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was in Forethought. That's a memory.
It was a great video.
Oh, Jimmy has telekinesis. What do we call it?
Yeah, that was when I realized. Not that Eric and I we're obviously very different people, but I think the most telling thing about our collaboration is there's a scene at a tar factory. Not a tar. It is a tar thing, isn't it? And in my mind, because I wrote a bit of the script with them, and in my mind there's a bit with this factory, and I imagined like just buildings at the back, and then like 2 sidings, pretty much that.
Uh-huh.
And then the video comes out, and it's a whole expansive yard. It covers miles of territory. That's the Eric way of thinking. Because you know what? It looks much better on screen than my 2 sidings, which I was imagining making with models.
Oh.
That was an experience. Eric always thinks on a bigger scale than I do.
I guess the technology is always there, like because obviously, like trains, you can cover so much more.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But you can't. Obviously, I mean, it depends how much what you use in real life, but
yeah. So, like, you see, when you're making your videos, Dan, do you actually like choose as to whether, like, you know, if you want to make this particular one as a model one or a trains related one? Is it all down to, like, you know, the complex of the story, or is it just like, you know?
I know before I start whether it's going to be a trains one or a model one, because the size of the story generally sort of dictates that. Okay. So if there's a lot of running around through countryside, that's a train story. Like there's no way about it. That's not something I ever want to do with models particularly, which isn't because I can make it look bad. It's just that it's a lot of countryside sets.
Yeah.
Which, you know, in trains it's already there. I don't have to do anything. But you take what's one I did with models recently? I did a Rusty story like a Christmas or 2 ago.
Yeah,
and that was very small, and it had 4 sets. And actually, a lot of the fun of that story comes from the fact that it's not covering this huge, expansive area. It's the sort of thing where you go, oh, because you're using models, it fits better, just stylistically. So I generally always decide early on. And usually it's because if I want to do an action thing, it's usually not in trains. No, it's usually in trains. Because models is more tricky.
So what exactly? So what would you say would be your most favorite ones, like both trains and model?
It's like to have made or to like.
Well, yeah, for videos you've made. Like, so what was like your favorite like model project to work on, and your favorite trains related one?
I think my favorite model, because I haven't done them for a while, it's the last 2 I think I did probably, which was Tree and Me a couple of Christmases ago, and the Scarlowy one I did, and then Rory flying off into the Aurora Borealis. Things happened. Quite fun. Filmed that in 2 days, a bit scary. But those ones, I think I worked out how to do it.
Right.
Is to be honest, that's it. And so they were quite fun to do. And in terms of trains, I'm very fond of Tone Deaf, which is the old story, because Jake did the most beautiful music for it.
Yeah,
for about a year on and off.
Yeah.
I think my favourite of yours is got to be I think it was the Gravy Train.
Oh, gravy! Wow.
Oh, that was a good one.
Okay, that is 5 years old. That's not scary.
No, that just reminded me now here. I bet you'll have something. I bet you'll have something planned up your sleeve for when Thomas's 80th anniversary comes around. Because I know I mentioned here at the end that James has something planned up for that. That's
Yeah, I don't know. I'll have to see. Right, the thing about Gravy Train, it's sort of it's my own control freakism more than anything else.
Yeah.
Is that I did. There's a lot of me in it, but there's also a lot of Hayden and a lot of Eric. Why they co-writer. But I remember it was just made in such a rush.
Didn't you not have Troll trying to? Wasn't Sean not in that one?
Sean was in that one. I went off to. This is when the Tugs coach had just started up.
Yeah, I was going to say it was not the one there where he got stressed for his.
Because that's what he was. He was Sodor Castle. That's do that. He went, yep, sure. Didn't do the line. Oh, it's all right. We'll do the line. Didn't do the line. I went off to the Tugs coach. I said, hi, Sean, let's do the lines. And he went, what? And I pulled out my microphone. And when I say my microphone,
tell me the story.
I mean that microphone. And we recorded the lines in the coach. With the Y7, the Y7 trundling up and down in the background with the vintage train.
Nice.
That was fun. Hayden was there. I think Dave Malinsky was there too. Yeah, Gravy Train's an interesting one because there are loads of things I change now. Hayden is in the chat saying exactly the same.
Do you know what, Hayden? Do you want to come into the call here for a bit? Do you want to come on the stream for a bit? You can just be an audio, so you don't have to.
I mean, the thing is, I say that a lot about my old projects, like Henry Says Story, for example.
Oh man, that was one of my favorite ones.
Yeah, I remember.
I rushed that near the end. And you can sort of tell because there's a lot of lines where I improvise with my own voice. Like, you just hear my voice every now and again going like, "It has stopped raining" or stuff like that. And
I think that's true with every project.
Yeah.
Right, Hayden's very tempted by the offer. Hang on. Right, Hayden, I'm preoccupied the months, so maybe next month. Okay, maybe next weekend.
I was gonna say, Mike, it's just gone 8:05.
Okay, yeah, I'll just cut this bit out here, and then I'll start the showcase. All right. Don't worry, folks. I haven't forgotten.
Yes, you have.
No, I haven't. Oh, what was I was watching during the week that I thought was quite funny? That New Zealand film, What We Did in the Shadows.
Because I keep meaning to watch it. I've heard so much good stuff.
Sorry?
I've heard such good stuff about it. Would you recommend?
Yeah, it is quite good. It's like it's just basically all it is. It's basically just a documentary, like a behind the scenes documentary of a group of vampires trying to do their own thing in the modern world, and showing when a new vampire comes along, or when he gets turned into a vampire, he has to learn what it's like to be a vampire, and there are some things out there where he's not pleased with. So, bit of a spoiler here. There's one scene where he tries to make his friend believe he's eating worms. He's in the plate. His mate's eating the plate of chips, and he says "Oh, you enjoying your worms? You enjoying your worms?" And the other guy's like, "Oh, it doesn't work on stuff like chips." What? No, it only works if you have stuff like spaghetti or noodles. Mate, do you want some noodles? Do you want some noodles? No, well, he knows what I'm going to do now, so you just told him I'm going to. Well, just saying it. And so in frustration, your man just reaches over and picks a chip and eats it. And the other person like, "Oh no, you shouldn't do that." Why? What's wrong with me eating chips? Cuts to outside. He's literally projectile vomiting blood all over the car park. The other vampires going like, okay, yeah, he had a chip. Yeah. You okay, mate? You okay? He just continues going on. And then it cuts back, and then cuts to later on, and you guys literally absolutely raging. So angry. He's like, so I can't eat solids now. I can't eat solids. I can't eat my favorite chips. I can't eat chips now. My favorite food in the whole world. I can't eat that there. Being a vampire sucks. No pun intended. And he's so angry. He's just so angry. Like he says, I thought being a vampire would be so cool, but no, it's stupid. It's waste of bloody time. So,
yeah.
Okay. Well, let's take a wee break for a sec, guys, and we'll have a look at the showcase. So, wasn't really there wasn't that much participants came through, but we'll have a look nonetheless.
We did it last week. That's probably why.
Well, yeah. Well, last week we just took a break from it, so. Okay. Oh, I need to change this one. This one's upside down. There we go. Right. So the first one on this here is a bit different, a bit of a different model because well, you'll find it in a sec here. This might interest you, Tom. Actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is one of the first models of the showcase. I'm not. No, it's quite. I know it sounds funny, but this was sent to me to be part of the show wheel. This is actually made by Dominic Rogers, and I actually helped him some months ago with a project he was doing, and it was a stop motion project. So he asked me to voice this character for him, and I was like, okay. So I did this voice, and it was actually quite fun actually to do it there. So that's his little clay stop motion puppet that he made. I like his detail. I like his detail work. That making all the tools and the I think that's a toolbox or a radio. I don't know.
It's like try doing a reenactment of Captain Scarlet or something.
Well, I know you did.
You know,
have the sheep attack the monster or something wearing the Captain Scarlet caps.
that thing. That was.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool. I like the I like the use of I don't know what he's used to make the bricks and things, but I like the
the dollhouse text brick papers.
Okay.
Yeah, I've done the same before in the past. I mean,
so what's part of the story again? Is it just a?
It's basically, I think, from what I can gather, from what I can remember, it was basically just a handyman guy who wants to put up a set of shelves, but it keeps failing, and then he loses his anger, and then I think at one stage, I think he said like at one stage, "Oh, for heaven's sake!" and then heaven takes offense to it. And he's like, "Okay, I'm sorry."
Boy, leave my boy out of this.
So that's the puppet for that there. And if I could just move into the next one. Now this is from Tom the STL. And this is his fictional character Elsie, which is a nice wee model that he's made up.
Oh.
Nice wee navigate there.
I've seen that change so much over the years.
Really?
Yeah. That I think at one point that was an Urkel lady, I want to say.
Right.
I think it's been transformed since it began.
Yeah.
Because it's stolen Elsie's name from the Rory series books, or
I don't know really. Just
honestly,
they thought that was a good name to give it, I suppose.
Yeah.
But I like the line work though. I love the line work there on the border, and he's even done the cab as well. I love that. It's very good. That's 009 as well.
Well, 009 is definitely improving, definitely getting better.
Yeah, definitely. Fair doubt. Now he's also sent for this one as well, which is his repainted J70 into Toby.
Toby.
Are you gonna try and do this, Dan? Are you gonna stick with your white metal one?
I don't know. Depends on if we do another Toby story.
Well, there's your answer, folks. If Dan wants to do this, the answer is
the details you're gonna get, to be honest. Only about sense.
yeah. He's done a very good job, that actually. Really good job. Then last one from his collection is his model of Dolgok.
That line is good.
Yeah, the line's really
Very
good.
I think you can get those kits now in 00 scale or shapeways somewhere.
Oh no, that's a modified Bachmann Renes.
Okay.
Because you can tell from the valve gear.
I was thinking of. I'll just change the subject slightly. Sorry, because you just reminded me. But yeah, that's. Yeah, I'm very. I don't know what it is. It's just the way that like for example, the white really brings out the red, and it's like.
Yeah.
But it makes it all very crisp, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, there's like it kind of reminds me of Captain Baxter from like the Bluebell has a livery similar like that,
which is very appropriate. She did visit the Talcon, slightly fell off the track. Bit awkward.
Nice.
Yeah, a little bit awkward, but you know. Oh, I hope we got this photograph out there. I would love to see that.
I think they were all very hastily removed.
Oh. Who's this now from? Oh, this is from Two-Faced Heart Productions. Nice vintage looking.
It's a Grange, isn't it? Or
it looks like a hall?
No, I think it's a
castle.
I can't tell. You can always tell because the foot plate is for some reason it's raised slightly on one at the front and
yeah.
Go on,
if you're watching the chat, can you tell us what loco this is? Because we can't really tell.
Okay, this one is marked. Yeah, we know, but that's not what it is.
I like the lag between the chat and everything else.
Yeah.
No matter what happens, we're just going to be waiting and waiting for an answer.
Yeah, it just takes a while.
No, that looks to see Smallville County. It's the county. If you think of the one I'm thinking of, it's I've forgotten the technical name for it, but it's roughly the same size as a king.
It's a manor. We have closure at last.
Okay, next one from the list is it's from my mate Tim Fjord and his model of the Talcon Railway Sheds or the Scarlet Sheds.
Oh, sorry, it's a manor.
Ah, okay.
I forget that. I actually researched, man. It's like non-stop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, he's done very good work on that there. I think he said that these were actually like Tamiya brickwork in there. I think he's just repainted those now. So, because I think he said that the size of the blocks are a bit out of scale, really.
Yeah,
so he's gone for like a stonework look.
I'm amazed that the brick paper has such depth.
Because
it doesn't look like brick paper.
Yeah. That's pretty cool. And then there's the side view of it. Yeah,
sorry,
Tamiya.
Okay.
So yeah, they just do like brick papers and stuff.
Right, got you.
And then there's his version. No, it's not up there.
Another Toby.
We got another Toby. And the driver's facing the wrong way, so he's more interested in the Doctor Who figures than he is the camera. So
Toby's going backwards. That's why his face isn't there. Don't you know that Toby swaps his face around? These are established Audrey fans.
But his chimney's here.
No, his driver.
He's going backwards. He's going back. So his swappable face rotates like the big loader set.
Yeah.
Like the engine on the big loader set. It just rotates around.
Awesome.
What's funny?
And then I think that's just a wee Hornby hut there. He's just repainted. And there's some poor bugger up on the Dolgok or Renes Bridge. Don't know why he's up there, but he's up there.
How's he gonna get down?
Well, I think that's what he's trying to figure out now.
He's probably
jump.
Got there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure we'll be fine. Hopefully the next stream will be down. Now this one is from a user called Welshway 041. And it looks like he's making a wee N-gauge layout or narrow gauge railway. Awesome.
What's that on the right?
That looks like a Trackmaster set, I think. A couple of Trackmaster sets there, and yeah, looks good, going on well there.
Yeah, that's it. I feel like I'm busy making the models. I've not actually played trains for like that. I can't remember the last time I played trains properly. Like probably.
Well, I think it was when you had Christine Greeno when you were playing with your diesel.
Oh, well, yeah, that was that. Yeah, but
yeah,
I'm in the same boat.
Yeah. Yeah, and this is also Welshway's. I think this is his garden railway loco. I think. He sent me pictures up there.
Oh,
that's got the body on.
I take it back. Wow.
Yeah, that's all 3D printed as well. So.
Didn't Luke buy the Talaclin version of that?
Yeah, he did actually. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he bought a Talaclin Navigate 3D print kit.
Yeah, he was doing that in a couple of streams, wasn't he?
Yeah, a couple of streams ago he did that. Yeah, he was building it there, and he managed to get the thing working. So I was surprised, how quickly he got it built.
I guess it all slots into place. It's yeah, all you got to just paint it, really.
Yeah, really. But the kits are very expensive though, as far as I know. I think they were I don't know, £200 or something.
For the size of what you get, and compared to the kit, it's relatively.
But then it doesn't. But yeah, but it doesn't come with the wheels or anything. You have to buy the wheels separate.
Yeah. That's as I've played around in O-Gauge a bit, I've gotten used to just going, oh, you don't get this? Oh well.
I've gotten used to just buying the bits,
Yeah.
I've stopped getting hurt when I pay for something.
And you don't get the whole thing.
I mean,
okay.
Gav's wheel weights for my Thomas, that cost like £5. I was like, okay.
Right, and that's all the images from the. That's all the images from the showcase here. So thanks, guys, for sending all your pictures through. That's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing modelling.
Yeah, well done, guys.
Yeah, really good indeed. Definitely.
Just want to say, Gav, I've literally just now put the weights on the wheels.
Yeah.
The ones you 3D printed for me.
And
slightly a bit out of size, but I can probably fire it down so they'd fit.
Are they fraction too big or small?
Small.
Okay.
But I can probably
scaled them from the E2 went up to 7mm, so it should be on. If you use the right wheels.
Well, I mean, I'm using the right ones for this kit anyway. But so what I'm gonna have to do is just fire it down to a fit. So, I mean, it doesn't have to look, as long as it looks close to what the E2s would have had. Then I guess it's not that bad. That's all I care about, really. As long as it looks close enough.
I'm a big fan of close enough modelling.
Makes it easier.
It's my preferred way. Path of least resistance.
It doesn't matter how accurate you get it; it'll always be representation.
I've done this with a scratch building, as you probably saw. It didn't come with the platform, but it came with the wall.
Right.
So it's obvious that it goes there, kind of.
Yeah. It's a bit annoying, right? They give you a good shit and they don't give you a platform.
There you go. So when you look in there, it's a floor.
Anyone else having trouble with the post lately?
Yeah, it's taking a lot longer for things to get through.
Yeah,
a lot longer.
Hmm.
A few people asking me, "Where's my stuff?" Like, well,
yeah, I literally got this today. I think I ordered like nearly a week or so ago. But it's not your fault. I mean, you obviously did everything right, so. I mean, my brother finally got his Easter eggs like 2 weeks later. I said that first class.
That's gutting.
I'm kind of disappointed that I wasn't able to get a chocolate Thomas this year. Really wanted one from Marx's, but my Marx's didn't have one. That's my Easter ruined.
Oh.
Oh, poor Mike.
Did anyone else, when they were kids, they used to make their own Thomas birthday cakes?
Do you know what? I actually can remember my mum actually did make me a giant chocolate Thomas birthday cake. I think it was my mum or a friend of ours, but it was amazing because I still have the photographs of it. I loved it a bit.
Oh.
Did it taste as good as it looked?
Oh, it did actually. It was just a big mound of chocolate shaped as Thomas.
That's even better.
Yeah.
We used to do this thing years ago where if there's a new character come out, we try and make a cake version of it. So I might find a picture and put them on Twitter at some point. But there's a few pictures where we tried making a cake of Rusty. Or
I've seen somebody make a cake version of Diesel 10, and I was like,
yes,
it's pretty weird.
It's terrifying.
It is. It's very terrifying.
Don't be kind. It was terrifying. It's the sort of cake you'd eat very quickly because when you put it on display, it's the eyes.
It's the eyes.
The bug eyes.
I always laugh at the one with somebody tries to make a hedgehog cake. Do you know the one I'm talking about?
No.
Oh, right. Somebody trying to make a hedgehog cake using like chocolate, Cadbury's chocolate fingers and so forth, and making it all look it was all like very cute in it there. But so there was like one of them said like expectations, reality, and it cuts to this very like what looks like a skinned hedgehog with only like a few spikes left. And you know those gummy teeth you buy? It has one of those shoved in its mouth. I'm like, oh my god.
Terrifying.
If you look it up online now, you might see what I mean.
Well, someone made I remember, didn't they? There was a Hamleys. No, sorry, not Hamleys. There was a well, they made this gigantic Thomas Tank cake for the I think the 70th anniversary.
Oh, is this the one in Australia?
It could be.
Is that the one with the terrifying back controller?
Yes. Oh my god.
Possibly, yeah.
Right. Is there this knife?
Right, no. That was not what I was frightened of. That was not because like Eric brought this up on SAF, and he says like he kept on talking about the fact controlling the knife, and I just replied right now. I says never mind the knife, it's the eyebrows that are frightening me. Look at those eyebrows. You can quote Chris Peter Capaldi. You can open bundle toss with those eyebrows.
Yeah.
That was like the most scariest makeup I've ever seen in my life.
I don't think it was makeup. But I'm also convinced he's a serial killer who was dressed up as the Fat Controller. So what do I know?
This is it's probably Frank Elliott after they killed him off in Coronation Street. This was just him his next sentence.
This is my big return.
So,
Fat Controller, they said.
I say, Thomas, you look, yeah.
Bye. You call that a storyline?
You call that storyline? I've had more storylines. Listen to Banter Man. And even that were rubbish.
You seen the 2D TV version of that?
What?
Have you seen 2D TV? Or
yeah, I've got DVD.
It's funny as hell. Like one version is like I've been having an affair with your sister and your brother because I'm gay. I say I'm gay.
It's Coronation Street one, isn't it?
It was the Coronation Street versus EastEnders sort of thing.
Yeah.
Oh yes, I think I remember seeing
yeah.
that there. Was it the two soaps trying to steal the screen?
Yes.
Our storyline's much more better than your one.
Yeah.
What are you talking about? It's the same one.
And then, of course, Doc Brennan comes along and says, so what? I've got a gun, and I'm going to kill you all. Sorry, just so you guys know, I do tend to talk out of context quite a lot, so.
It's fine, mate.
You scored, didn't you? I think the band 2D TV.
Yeah.
Well, it exposes things, I suppose, in a little cartoony way. I don't know. Maybe
it's like when they got rid of Trigger Happy TV. We used to quote that a lot in school.
You're probably
You
going
remember
to
the one with the library? He walks in the library and starts shouting.
Oh, with the giant mobile phone.
Yeah, I was in the library at the time. On one of them.
I'll tell you one thing though. You might hate me for this, but I actually thought 2T was actually better than splitting image.
Yeah, they're going to bring that back, actually.
I know. I'm like, can't you just bring back 2D TV instead? No, joke. A question for everyone in the chat from Alex. He says, is there a piece of merchandise that everyone wished they had that they really wanted, but they couldn't because it was from another country?
Well, I can obviously say, I'm sure everybody else will agree with me, the cool props Thomas.
Yes, actually, yeah.
Yeah, I really want one, but I can't.
Do you mean when you're a kid, or do you mean now?
Now.
I don't know. So I made for Alex, but yeah. Because when I was a kid, for me it was more like I want. Do you remember? Do you remember those? They used to have those Sonic Adventure figures.
I tried getting one of those, but it got lost in the post.
The thing is, though, I had loads of them because they broke constantly.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Because you try and play like Sonic, and they just keep snapping in half, or they keep. So they're more posable than just like playing them, just like kids play things, really.
Right.
Yeah.
I always want to, because I mean, I think I kind of made up for that though, because with my losses, because I ended up getting the when Sonic X came out, I actually saw the Toys R Us selling the figures of it was very much the same figures, really. So
kind of, they weren't. I bought them as well, but I found them quite disappointing.
Yeah, I don't know if I still have my original one. I can't remember.
What I like about the because the Sonic Adventure ones was they actually looked like they were from the game, and they actually looked more.
Okay.
You can actually make it look like he's running, but it's one of these weird things where the legs are like posing, and then I know I was just disappointed. But yeah. But anyway, no. What I was trying to say was America. They used to make these. They had a bigger scale version of the Sonic figure from Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, I know it's one.
You could only get that in America. So
yeah, I actually do remember there was a train set from Fisher Price I wanted to get as a kid because I remember I had the advert for it on a VHS of do you know the anime Grimm's Fairy Tales?
Yes.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm glad somebody else remembers it. Yeah. I had a VHS out there which had the Frog Prince and Red Riding Hood. I don't know. I think it was my sister's really, but amongst the in between like the episodes out there, it played adverts for Fisher Price toys. So one of them was like a I don't know, maybe like a girl's makeup table or something. Then another one was a gardener's set. But the one that got me really interested was called the Fisher Price Magic Track Train. Basically, what it was basically just like two loops, little trains that goes on like a little mountain, goes around all the corners, has these little goods depots and stations and that there. But the way it all works is the train is actually powered by a conveyor belt, like a little plastic conveyor belt that goes all the way around the tracks and that there, and trains sits on that there. And the way you operate there is there's a handle on the station building. You turn that there and it sends the train away. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. So I always wanted that set as a kid, but apparently this advert came out maybe in the 80s or the very early 90s. So I saw it probably maybe in the mid 90s. So it was probably long out of production at that stage.
Wow. Okay.
So I really wanted to get that there. And my parents used to have this thing saying, like, oh, we can't do that. You have to go to America to get that there. And I keep saying, well, can we go on holidays in America? Because I really want to get that train set. No. Okay.
My parents used to do that with the Thomas range in Hornby.
Oh, why?
Like they kept saying, because obviously they be listed in the catalogue, but we can never find like. The thing is, back then all we ever did was go to Toys R Us, but we could never find like Gordon, James, etc. Or
yeah,
Percy in that. So it was like they kept saying, I think they're just pictures of the old models and things. I don't think they make them now. And I'm thinking, No, I'm pretty sure they still make them, and I was like, they're real. I believe in them.
Yeah, because I mean, I remember for a while in my childhood, I was kind of in denial for a bit that they never made a diesel model because I thought at one stage I did see a picture of diesel on the back of a train, so I was like, that can't be true. That can't be true. And then I saw a picture again on a catalog, and I was like, oh my god, yes, I was right. It was. They said they didn't make a model of diesel.
Yeah, that I always found confusing because obviously we saw that. Obviously, like it came out again.
Yeah.
But when we were kids, we thought that was brand new.
Yeah.
It came out at the same time as Henry.
Yeah, they reintroduced him there. Yeah.
But yeah, what I was saying was like, at one point, when did they stop making diesel? Why did they stop making diesel?
I really don't know, actually.
It's weird. Right.
Well, my diesel's definitely turned into something strange, if you remember.
Yeah.
Sorry?
You don't remember?
What's that?
My diesel model. I turned it into something a bit weird.
Oh, that permanent way thing.
That's the one.
Yeah, you turned into like an antifreeze thing.
Yeah, it kind of de-weeds the track.
Yeah. I actually thought for a while that actually was an actual like prototype of something. I really like, nope.
No, I just pulled the idea out of my ass.
Oh, you did a good job on that, like I was saying.
Okay, so I've done my first soldering with white metal and nickel silver.
Well,
I've done it. It's fine.
Do you find it easier?
It's stuck.
Tom's actually making something. It actually works.
Just one.
Yay!
Basically, I had to just sort of get in there with the soldering iron and everything. You probably can't see what's in there. But then I had a thought.
Oh.
I'll do that bit.
Well,
is that the boiler?
Oh well, it was a nice thought when I tried.
Well, do you know what? Well, here, why don't you? I was going to say, why don't you put like blobs of solder on the outside there, and then as you pin the flux around the rim, there, just heat the iron up there, and that'll melt the solder.
Possibly, it's more that white metal. You know that white metal melts when it gets too hot.
Yeah,
that's
it.
The thing
Does not take much for it to melt.
So if you do a tack join,
and
then once you've got a few tack joins, like Michael says, put a few little solder pellets, and you can just melt them and spin them around.
Yeah.
I'm still a bit apprehensive. So I keep thinking of, yeah. So I remember the first time we learned about it. Like, I'm not going to say who did it, but there was one member on MTF who just found a soldering iron in his dad's toolbox, and he just went ahead and soldered it. And of course, they had no kit bits left.
Got a question for people.
Hello.
Is this the indoor framing? Because you got this one, and then you got the other side of it. I think that's the outside, isn't it?
Right. Yeah. Zigzag. Yeah. Zigzags are the inside. White straight panel is just the outside. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
Okie dokie. Skip.
Okay. Skip.
I guess what I could do in the meantime just have a little play about some stuff.
Yeah, you can do that.
Oh, sorry. Is it that loud? Yeah. Question, actually, guys. Have you ever had any wagons made from white metal kits still? Or?
I did have one. It was a 3-plank wagon. I got some. I think it was like part of some collection or something like that. A friend sold me. Can't remember what it was though, but yeah, it was quite good there. It was very well weighed down though.
But just a thought. I mean, so when you were the W irons and things, or if it was like bogey wheels and things, were the castings made of white metal? Or?
Yeah, they were all like white metal out there, and then they had like brass bearings inside.
They're brass bearings. Okay.
Yeah.
I was tempted to sort of have a go making it without them.
Okay.
Only because I've got this set of wheels. I was hoping to this is from another kit, but obviously I broke it. So
right.
I thought I might as well use them for this kit, but I've got no I've got no bearings that fit these. So the axles on this one. So I might just.
I'm sure you can get away with that because I mean, these wagons here they don't have any bearings on there. It's just like wheels just fit into the molding. So.
Oh yeah, but just my worry is that if it gets too hot as it keeps going on the track, it might come undone or something, or might.
Yeah, that should be alright.
Groove or something. I'll probably have to read back through mountains of modelers' magazines to sort of see if anyone's tried it.
Yeah.
I always find if you try to find information or something, it's not always online.
Yeah. Right. Alex has asked us here, what is your greatest model fail? The one that made you face and go, oh, for the insert phrase here.
The coaches.
Yeah.
Is that a question to everybody?
Yeah, to everyone.
Oh, I know mine. If you remember a while back, I was doing a Percy sort of chassis on this stream.
Oh, yes.
And then later on, I kind of completed it a bit more. And in the course of soldering the motor tags on and off, I held it on too long and I melted the actual motor piece, and the armature saw commutator or whatever moved. It didn't turn properly. So then I thought, the only thing I can do is try and melt them back. In doing so, I completely bugger the motor. And then when I try to take the motor and gearbox out, I bugger the chassis. So it went in the bin. Complete balls up.
I think for me it was when I was first given my recalf Thomas. It's varnish, top varnish. After I'd applied, spent hours and hours, doing all the lining work all by hand and so forth, and it looked absolutely amazing. It looked brilliant. And then came the time I was giving it the top varnish. I sprayed on. I used a Warhammer spray varnish now there, so steel varnish. Sprayed on. Instantly, Thomas was all white.
Oh,
I think some people may have had this issue with varnishes before for spray varnishes, when you spray it and then your model suddenly turns white.
Is that thing where the white spray paint is the same design pattern as the assassin or the matte varnish spray cans, and all of a sudden you get them mixed up, and it's like
no. It was the right varnish though, because I didn't have any white spray paint on me.
Yeah, it just happens sometimes if the varnish is weird or the temperature's not quite right, or the gods aren't smiling on you. Yeah, or if you haven't prayed to something.
So Thomas now looked as if he literally just come out of the most freezing cold winter of on Sodor.
Oh.
And I was so angry. I was cussing and swearing all over the place.
I'm nearly done.
So I repainted again. I managed to repaint them again, back to got them all stripped down again, and repainted them. And what you see now is a second attempt.
I think for me I was actually doing
stupid.
Yeah.
Short question, quickly answered.
There you go.
Right to that.
There you go. You got a live demonstration going on there.
Oh well.
Well, Gav, you gave us a good example there.
Yeah. Whatever. I'm just going to say something. Apart from adding gutters and stuff and the windows, and that shutter, hang on, forget it. And that shutter, which I'm not going to use because I want it to be open, I'm kind of done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much near enough done now here. I'm just getting these last.
So I'm thinking, do I start painting it, or should I do something else? What do you guys reckon? Or anybody?
Say see.
Okay. Have you got anything else to work on?
Engine shed, but I'm not doing that yet. I'll start painting it.
One project I had that went wrong was it was actually a Thomas project from I did a sort of a Hornby conversion back in 2010.
Oh yes, I remember.
And it was kind of roughly based on Audrey's model, but it was like I used, instead of what Mike's done with his, where he just he added an extra block to create the extended side tank. I actually used the Hornby Thomas's. I'll be right back. Yeah, I used the Hornby Thomas's tanks to sort of try and make the extended side tank E2, and I did it all really well. Like I painted it nicely and everything, but then I decided to weather it.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I decided then I hated it. But I just felt like I just ruined a great model.
I thought that was very good, though.
I know. So I look back. I saw the picture years later that you showed me.
Yeah.
Before I lost the pictures, and I suddenly felt actually that would have looked really good at an exhibition or something because it's something different. If that makes sense. Like,
Yeah.
I think if you're going to exhibit something, it's important to kind of show like a as something different to what everyone else is kind of used to seeing. It's like an art gallery. It's supposed to make you think, make you reflect on things.
Hmm.
That's how I like to sort of thing. What's Dan doing?
well, what I'm doing is really roughly putting together a set, which won't look good at this angle. But by the time I get the camera very low and I've put some LEDs in, you won't notice the fact that the footbridge has no steps. Or
Hang on, let's have a look.
But you're just giving it away.
Ooh,
so
that's pretty cool.
it'll all be hidden. Is my thing.
It'll all be.
That's like the second bit.
Phone's buzzing away here.
So you won't notice that there's no bits here because you won't see them. It's all really roughly put together because I want to get this like 3 shots.
Hmm.
But they're 3 very useful shots, and I like hiding things. But since you were sorry, I'm going to jump in very quickly. You were talking about model railway investors and then white metal. This here, where is he? This is Scarlo. Hello, Scarlo.
Mm-hmm.
My first white metal kit thing. I thought maybe I'll try soldering. Maybe that would be a good idea. It was not. I soldered his roof. His roof melted. I filled it with lollipop. You don't notice it now.
Oh. I mean, you can basically what I've done for mine is I use low melt solder.
Yeah,
it's like 70% low melt, and I mean, it's fine. I mean, as long as you don't do it for too long, like as long as you tap it quickly, then it should be fine. But because a lot of people seem to think with white metal is like the instant you touch it, it melts. It's not. It give it a good few minutes, then all of a sudden shrinkage.
Yeah.
That sort of thing.
Well, it's the speed with which it happens that got me when it happened to me.
Yeah.
There's all sort of nothing, everything at once. It's all falling apart. He suddenly has no roof.
But then again, like then you sort of end up having a Scarloid from the early days of Scarloid.
You end up with a couple of Scarloids.
Yeah. You're a capitalist one.
It used to be a capitalist engine anyway, so it wouldn't actually be a bad disaster.
No.
It means that like, well, I wasn't hoping to make that model, but well, I've got it now.
It's a happy accident, guys.
Yeah, a little happy accident.
Yeah.
Little Bob Ross moment.
Ross.
Well, be fair, you've got the hairstyle for it.
I'm not thinking that, so I couldn't comment.
Right, that's the wagons now done. I'll get them painted with some.
I'm interested, guys. Has anyone bothered? I know we can't obviously go out and get haircuts, but please, guys, in the comments, have you got someone at home who can cut your hair, or have you tried doing it yourself? Or
I was going to chat about getting their haircut.
just a thought.
It's the insanity getting to him, folks. He's talking about hair again.
I'm trying to get my mullet back and things, you know.
You want a mullet back?
Yeah, I'm starting to get it back, you know, because I
didn't know you even had a mullet.
Yeah, when I was back in the early days of NTF in 2007, 2008 sort of period. Did you never look at the days when we used to post our pictures up?
Well, to be honest, Tom, like, you know, I did join MTF like probably early 2008.
That's all right. I'm just wanting you, mate. No worries.
Yeah, right. Cool. Short hair.
Yeah, I used to have like a real emo sort of hair, like hairstyle sort of thing.
Yeah, I actually did have like a. I'm trying to think. I think I had like maybe a '70s hairstyle for like during 2008,
Okay.
and then I ended up coming out like. End up having during the middle of that winter there. I was made to go out and get my hair cut, and I came out nearly bald. I says my mom says, please don't take me into the hairdresser. They do very bad haircuts. Just go and just tell them to give you a small trim. Came out with barely any hair left, and she's like, "Well, what have you done?" I says, "I told them what you said." I said, "I only asked them to give you a small trim." I says, "Aye, this is what they call a small trim."
Oh,
I look like one of the Bass Street kids. The one has barely any hair left.
Well, you know, a couple of years ago, I went for a haircut, and they cut a big chunk from the back of my head, and because they couldn't fix it, I decided, okay, this time I'm going to brave it. I'm going to go bald.
And how did that go?
I ended up looking like Neil's dad from In Between Us. It was fine. It was just a bit weird.
It's a bald look.
Never been bald before. I was a bit colder than usual, but that's what happens. It was fine. I mean, it's worth doing for at least once in your life, unless you have to be like that like all the time. But
right, folks, you've asked for it. She's here. Hold on. Oh, my camera's gone again.
Oh, dear.
Let me get my camera back on.
James Smith, I was lucky. I got a haircut just before the lockdown.
Lucky you.
Max says, I need a haircut, but problem is, barbers struggle to cut my hair anyway. Okay. Another feeling. I struggle to give tips unless I really like it.
Hmm.
No. I struggle to give tips if I don't like it.
There she is, folks. She's back.
Yay!
There's May. May's back.
Yeah, Joggy.
Hey, doggy wiggy. Hello, girl. You all right? Want to wave to the chat? Go on, wave to the chat.
Hello.
Wait.
Oh, Dan's gone.
No,
yes.
Dan's gone.
Do you notice the dogs? Or
I don't know. What's wrong? What's wrong here? Yes, it's a doggo. It's a doggy. Dog time. That's what it is.
I like how most people
look, May, look, there's your fans. There's your fans out there.
I like how most people, most of the guys in the chat have or have had border collies.
Aye. Don't worry, back on me.
I'm not going to do that again, don't worry.
Gav, look who's here.
Okay.
It's May. May's here. And suddenly we've got more views than ever.
Everybody likes your dog. Doggy for the win.
Right, May, you want to have some?
Okay.
You just want to fuss, don't you? Yes, you just want to fuss.
It's been snowing on the
road.
road.
Fussy wussy.
Okay. Oh, well, nice one, Ben.
That's awesome. Just saw that there.
50 quid for the Bar Lake Railway COVID-19 fund.
Yeah. Oh, that's brilliant.
I'm my voice there.
Nick, you want to have a sit down basket there for a bit? Yeah. Dan will be back in a wee bit here. He's just popped up for a bit.
He'll be back once you want something.
It's metallic.
Right. That's the wagons now done. Should I tackle this brake van kit next, or should I try something else. I'll leave the breakdown. I'll leave the breakdown kit for now. I'll do these signals next. In fact, you know what? I'm gonna brew the kettle up for a bit here because I've brought my kettle over, so I could do a cup of tea right now.
No.
You do me one.
Yeah, just don't have another biscuit fight again, okay?
Okay.
We're not having it last time.
What's
wrong, boy? Biscuit fight.
First thing I'm doing is a mortar wash. Well, it's not really washed. Painted with mortar colour.
Right. Okay, so what I've done basically, I attached the rim of the tank wagon. Now,
Okay.
so what I was thinking of doing, just heating up the sides, just to kind of help it slip into place.
You're just tired. Is that what's wrong with you? You're just tired. You had a very busy day. You had a very busy day. Yes. You've been busy all day.
You listen to what your baked potato say.
That's nice.
Okay, well done, Max. £100 raise to split between Bluebell and Talaclin. The week.
Sorry, Mason's over here. Let's go for come there. No, it's not good for you.
Another question for you, coronavirus guys. Are any of you volunteering for the NHS?
Oh, right.
Or volunteering for any help the elderly people?
Okay, cool. Thanks. All right, let's get this single one done. Right then. Sorry about that.
In the words of Batman, if this is a mistake, it's my last.
When did he say that?
In a cartoon.
All right.
I'm soldering something that if I melt it, I can't get spares for.
All right. Yeah, so I can just see where Dan's gone. Right. Let's see if I can get the signal kit sorted out. So I bought this kit some months back there for Farquhar Mark II. So I was in the process of fitting some upper quadrant arms on it. So it should be at that stage, like, where I was. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of where I got as far as last time. So I got these wee brass arms. But
It's pretty good.
yeah.
Sorry, I'm just trying to concentrate. Sorry.
Yeah.
I'll turn it off. Okay.
Numpty me.
What is that theme, by the way?
It's from there was music in the Gravy Train. What's it? Roy Grainer's music of some steam train music. forget which part it was though.
It's really catchy.
That's all right.
I know there's a lot of
Well, there we go. I got one
a lot of
on
videos of you.
Sorry, I just remembered. I actually like the last time I worked on this, I actually got one of the arms working. So,
Hey, animated modeling.
yeah, it's just by a wee spring mechanism at the bottom. So, I might do another video maybe in the future about because I know I did one before by converting ratio signals to have these upward arms out there, but it wasn't that good. I will grant you, because there's bits in there where you see me just model, like have the model up here and you can't see what I'm doing. So I'm gonna fix that issue.
Just one thing that's difficult is filming yourself actually modeling, because obviously you're thinking about what you're actually working on as well as
yeah, because you can't really see like what you do, what's being shown on camera, really.
Yeah,
unless you do what I'm doing.
Yeah,
that's kind of why I do it. I just think it helps.
yeah. There's no water. Sorry.
Bloody caterpillar is eaten.
I had to bring that back. Somebody
Yeah.
asked me to in the chat, and I thought, yeah, go on.
That was me.
That was another guy.
Oh, another guy, bro. Okay. Yeah. So, guys, if you're wondering where Dan's gone, I just messaged him there. His internet went, so he's gonna try and get back on again. So that's
Okay, I'll
where he's
speed up.
gone.
Just for a quick show and tell. Remember last week I was trying to make a face mold,
And boy,
and it ruined, mate. Well, I managed to actually do it off camera. And I made
Right.
I'm able to make these.
okay.
So, but they're supposed to be a 2-part mold. So the one part works. That's the one that doesn't have the backing in the back. The second, it's supposed to be a 2-part mold, so I can fit the arm mechanism in the back of it. So that works fine. I mean, these are just rough copies, but yeah.
That's
Eventually, I'm
pretty
going
good,
to try.
anyway.
Chance. I'm probably going to get my painter to help me, but apart from that, yeah.
Yeah, that's very good.
Right.
This is also quite tricky as well here, because I accidentally drilled a bit too much out of one of the holes in the signal arm, and it's kind of split it in a way. So I'm trying to make sure I can get this wire in without it breaking it much.
What I find quite funny about this chat is we talk a lot about what goes wrong, but we never talk about
What goes right.
as in the alternative to how we can actually get around it.
Well, it's all sorts of different things, different ways that we can make it better, but
yeah, nothing I've got to work out is how you actually put this together.
Yeah.
Because the kits came with instructions, but just the axles. And that's it.
Not really much of a kit, though, was it?
No, it's just literally just send me a bunch of white metal pieces. They just help me clutter up my bedroom, my workshop.
Right. Oh, don't you start singing Winnie the Pooh now.
Was I? Oh, sorry.
Yeah. You now starting to remind me of a clip from It Ain't Half Hot Mom, where it's like the Sergeant Major's going through everybody's the literature. He says, I want to see what kind of filthy literature you guys that's ruining you soldiers' minds, trying to make you fitter soldiers. And he goes through all these different books, Oh, hang on a sec. Right, Dan's just messaging me. He says his internet's back, but it's a bit weird, so he might not be able to join the stream again.
How come it went down? What happened to it?
It just said it was just causing some issues or something there. It's causing some issues for him now. So unfortunately, Dan can't come back onto the stream now. So, Dan, if you're still watching the playback of the stream, thanks anyway for coming on Mother's Corner. Great having you on, mate.
Yeah,
We'll try and get you back on maybe another time. Hopefully, the internet's working again soon.
Yeah,
so,
it's a shame.
Yeah,
the original guest on Modeller's Corner.
Yep, one of the first. Actually, I want to see if anybody else. See if there's anybody else on Modeller's Corner might be interested. I don't know.
Would the audience or?
But yeah,
no.
Where did I get up to? Oh shit! I lost the thread. I lost the thread of what I was talking about earlier. For
Winnie the Pooh.
Oh yes, yeah. So so the Sergeant Major's looking for all like everybody's books and all there, and he comes across all these books that have like the Adventures of Veronica. No, I can't allow this here. And then he picks up this one book and he goes, Winnie the Pooh. Whose is this? And it has this one small soldier coming in. He was like, that's mine, Sergeant Major. You filthy little devil.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I never really got into it much. I mean, I knew about it from people making parodies of it, but
yeah,
it's funny. It sounds like someone was eating there. Because from the looks of it, it just sounded like a guy just going, "The bishop is Graham."
Sure. Well done, Mr. Graham. Let me tell you this.
Yeah, it just sounded like a lot of just, I don't know.
How do you spell mitillary? Mitillary. Well, I'll spell it this here. Oh, you spelled it mitillary. Not mitillary. Mitillary. I'm sure I spelled it right. No, are you questioning I can't spell right? Well, yes. Right. I'll sort this matter out. I'll go and bring out the dictionary. Brings the dictionary back and he reads it. I was like, hey, here it is. Artillery. It was artillery, not artillery. Artillery spelled A. And he reads it and he goes, must be a misprint.
Someone seen Lead Balloon?
Don't think I have, no.
It's a comedy with Jack D. It's a joke about he's a comedian, a stand-up comedian. His wife's very successful agent. It's one of these comedies where you look at the dynamics of the married couple and you keep thinking, how the hell are these guys married? And they live with a maid who's, I think she's Romanian, and she keeps calling him the clown when she's supposed to be a comedian.
Right.
Like, where's Milton Keynes?
Milton Keynes.
Milton Keynes.
It's like the police officer in Hello, Hello. Good morning.
Oh yeah.
I always find it funny is like every time when he tries to speak French, his eyes suddenly widens.
Okay.
Every time he tries to speak French, his eyes just suddenly widens, just so huge. And it just makes it even more funnier.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Oh my god! Can't anybody speak proper French here? Don't worry. We got the professional. We got one of our professionals. He speaks fluent French. Oh, thank goodness. Good morning. Oh my god. Not another one.
Yeah. Falls North says like, yeah, I can speak a bit of German. Okay. What is your name?
What is your name? Oh god.